Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be back in here. And that's for sure because I had a bunch of problems. Anyway, it's a long story, but I can get into it a little bit. I can talk about it. Anyway, I reset my joystick to something like this. It's like I can get the left view, click back, get the right view, and if I hold it, I like it if it just clicks there. If I click back, it would go. I know there's a way to fix it. And you got the view around the cockpit here, which looks pretty good. Anyway, but we are set. We're set for where I had that massive crash. And I figured out the autopilot. The autopilot, I have to be set on the runway ready to go. So that's basically what it is. If I do a startup, like on the ramp or something like that, it won't cut on. I don't know. It's maybe something that needs to be set or whatever. But anyway, we're here at Bradley International, and we're going to Ocean, Virginia Beach. Yeah, me and my buddy was last time. This is the TBM we're kind of like styling and profiling. I did switch TBMs, but I could have kept with the same one if I wanted to. But yeah, it's a pretty color, so I thought I'd go with it. But anyway, we're ready to go here, and we are set on flaps, everything, to tell you the truth. So all we got to do is really start down the runway, and I think the brake's off. No, it's not. I don't think it is. Now it is. All right, kind of windy out here at Bradley today, and we'll activate as soon as we get up. Everything should work as planned, so hopefully we won't have the trouble we did last time. Okay, let's round her out here. Let's kind of kick her some juice. And another story, I'll get in after takeoff. I'll tell you about that. Anyway. But anyway, we are rocking and rolling to Ocean Beach, Virginia. Which I don't think it's that far. Can't remember. I got so consumed in the crash last time that it really kind of just tore me up. You know what I mean. Getting pretty good frame rates, and I'll explain that story right now after we get autopilot up and we get set on the journey here. Hold on. Trim back a little bit more. Okay, here we go. Autopilot. There we go. Autopilot is set. We are going to I need to get over here. We are kicked in for 17,000. And we're going to climb, and we're going to back it down on the throttle a little bit here. We don't want to overspeed. And excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. All right, and we're going to activate. There we go. We're activated. I don't know if she'll start to turn or what, but I think we got to hit the nav, and we just did. And she's taking it. See, everything's working fine now. Everything's doing good. And, yes, sir. Let's see. Bradley is 246 miles. 246 miles. And that's not bad. Not a bad trip. What is our climb rate? We're at right at 10%, so we're gonna come down just a measly little bit. Looks like she's flying good to me, doesn't she, y'all guys? There goes Bradley back there. Yeah, see, this is different here, what I got set up. Now, I could go to a smoother, like transition to go around the aircraft with my joystick at. But if I do that, which I do like this in the cockpit like this, looking to left and looking to right, I do like that. But if I change that, it will directly affect the inside too, that it will do that too. Now, I think there's a way to get around that. There's internal and external. So if I try external, I think it will work out just fine. But I think last time I went external and I did that, and it was doing both sides. So I couldn't figure it out. I don't know. But all right, let's set up the heading bug here back to the normal spot. Anyway, guys, I want to apologize for that bad crash we had. But anyway, I mean, I was so caught up in the flight, and I was trying to do everything right, and she definitely just wasn't. She wasn't accepting anything without the autopilot, so it kind of flubbed me up. So anyway, but we've got the autopilot going. Now, if anybody knows anything about the autopilot, how to engage it with a fresh start, I mean, feel free to let me know. Maybe there's something I didn't turn on in the FMS, or I don't know. It should just cut on automatically. Just everything else cut on but the autopilot, and that's what you need to fly. You don't have an autopilot, it's not going to be a good flight, believe me. A lot of people click the autopilot, which, like I said, I try to hand fly as much as I can, but you know, sometimes you just, you know, kind of switch it around there. So far, a smooth flight here. TBM's looking good. I am at medium settings now. I was going to tell you another story. Okay, I got up, I went and got something to eat, came back, and got on my laptop. Okay, I couldn't figure out what was going on. All of a sudden, my laptop was running like crap. I mean, real crappy. It was like everything was dragging, and I couldn't figure it out. I was getting like 6 to 7 frame rates, and you can't run this game on that. There's no way. So I was thinking, what the heck is going on? So I called my cable company, my internet company, which is Spectrum, and I asked them, I said, hey, do y'all still show me at the same speed? I mean, I've rebooted my router and everything. What I did is I reset my network on my television, and I did not know I wanted to reset my television, not the network. So then I had to go through everything, hook the TV back up, hook my, well, the laptop stayed hooked up, no problem. But I don't even think I had to punch the password in. But anyway, so it hooked up, and or I might have, I can't remember. But anyway, I was only getting like 7 to 8 frames at most at the time, and I was telling her, I said, I can't get my game running. I mean, I can't fly like that. I can't even run NVIDIA GeForce Experience with that, like that. So anyway, long story short, she went through, I booted the router, she booted me on the other side, we went through everything, and everything looked good to her side, and then I noticed something. My laptop was not getting any power from the source. So that's what it was. I was on battery, and I just happened to look down at the battery, and the battery was almost dead. So I'm thinking that's the problem. It's not getting enough power to run the CPU. So I traced the cord, and I traced it to the power area where the plug connects into the power area, not the power wall, but the power cord plugs into the, like the, I guess it's the something to do with the power that gives to the laptop. It's a big little, like a little box, and you plug it into that. Well, I plugged it up, and then I seen the light come back on, and it started charging. I said, that's the problem right there. So I apologized to the lady for calling her. And that's what it was. It was the CPU wasn't getting enough power to run the game, and I thought it was what was it? I thought it was the internet company. We're gonna start climbing here a little bit more. We are about 224. We can go to start at 210. 21,000. All right. But anyway, so that's what it was. I got it straight, and that's what the problem was. It just didn't want to. It couldn't get enough power to run the CPU, and I was trying to figure it out. I said, "What the heck's going on? Is it Flight Simulator? Is it just my internet connection?" So that's when I called them, and we figured it out. That's basically what happened. Was I wasn't getting enough power to the CPU. But anyway, we're back in here now, and me cutting medium here. Let's get back in the pilot seat a little bit here. We're climbing. See how we look outside. Looking good. We are currently getting, because I was only getting like 7 frame rates. And I said, God, what's going on, man? Now I'm getting 40, 43, 40. And this is medium. And I could not figure it out. 39 right there. It goes down in the red a little bit. It goes to 28, 29, back up 46. But it's doing good now. It's doing good, and it's running the game. So I thought when I reset the network, it kind of just took it back to like a lower level of gaming or something, or gave me a different output from the internet. So that's why I called them, and she didn't show nothing wrong on her side. But we went through the reboot area and all that. Anyway, guys, that's the story, and we're up and running again with the TBM now, and I don't know, I might switch the liveries every once in a while to a different livery. But we're going to do some definitely flying around on my time, and I think I'm going to like it. I want to go to some airports I've never been, so I'll be concentrating on that definitely. We got a speed. Let me mess with the speed bar over here now since we got up in the air here. See what happens. Yeah, she's going higher now. So it must be taking it to I want to see if she'll over torque it. That's what I want to see. Over speed it. But we are going faster. But anyway, that's what's going on. And I took Sunday off. I was messing with and there's still some other settings I need to put in here. On the joystick, I definitely want to try the outside instead of that on the outside. That I can like now I can do it if I click my mouse like this, the middle strobe bar. I can do it like this, but I wanted to do it on my hat switch on my my joystick. Now this is a reset. I did this too. This is a reset. Goes right back to the back of the plane. Goes to the center of it, doesn't it? That's funny. If that does anything right there. Ooh, that might be something I might have to check out there. I don't know what happened there, but it definitely, that's not directly behind the plane, I don't know if I can reset that. Nope. Sure can. And I do have the pilot reset button in the front too set. That's two keys up on top of each other on the joystick. I got one for a reset it, like if I went, like say again, if I did my stroll mouse and did this and left it over there, and if I want to reset it, I got a one button reset that does this right here. Goes back to getting you back in front of the head of the game on the aircraft. So, but anyway, guys, okay, so we are currently, let's see, 200 miles exactly. Well, 199 now. And we're going to cut the video here, and we're going to pick it back up on the descent, because it's not going to be that long of a flight, really, but I hate to bore y'all with my comments and what's going on, and trying to think anything I should tell y'all. Definitely, and the crash. Okay, we talked about the crash before I go. The crash was my fault. I mean, it was literally right in front of me there. Okay, if I'd have looked at the altitude bar, I would have seen, because I watched the video over again myself. I was trying to do input on the video, trying to see where I screwed up at, and I found out where I screwed up. I wasn't monitoring the situation like I should have. Okay, and that's how accidents happen. So altitude is your best friend, speed is your best friend. You know, you don't want to stall. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say, and I definitely feel better now since I got that off my chest. It was my fault. Pilot error. We'll try to remember that and try to do the right thing next time. Definitely, because it was definitely a screw up because of me. I just screwed it all up. But anyway. So anyway, I got my different views going here. They looking pretty good. They're looking pretty good. And I got my left view. And I got my right view. But I like that snap back. I wish I could, like, there's a way to fix it where, like, when you snap it over, it'll stay there until you press it again, and then it will go back. Now, I don't know how to get to that part, but in due time, Junior, in due time. All right, guys, I'm going to pause the video now. Let me shut this. We know we're getting good frame rates again. So, boy, I tell you what, I couldn't figure that worth a dang. I was looking, and then I seen the light wasn't on. I said, that's the problem. All right, guys, I will see you on the descent. Y'all hang in there. It shouldn't be too long. I'll be back shortly, okay? Bye-bye. All right, everybody back in here on getting ready for the descent. Not quite, but just passing off the right, well, off the left. Well, let's just say this. Atlantic City is passing off our right side. Right over there. So we've got, let's see, we've got 65 miles to go. We've got a pretty good bit to go still. So, yeah. But I thought I'd talk to you on the way down here when we start our descent. We're going to start going down right now here. Hold on. Let's get in here a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. We're going to go down to and this descent will get us closer to our destination pretty fast. All right, here we go. Yeah, we're gonna pull back on the throttle here. We don't want no overspeed. And a pretty well steep dive here. Let's slow this up a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. Anyway, guys, yeah, I still haven't figured out my joystick problem that I'm having. It still does it every once in a while, but I can usually straighten it out. It's no problem. I don't know what the deal is with that, because I reset everything on this the Logitech 3D Pro. That's what I'm going under now. I tried the default, but the default started kicking to what the heck is it? Started kicking to the 3D Pro, and I don't understand. It was the Logitech 3D Pro default that I was trying to go under, but it wouldn't take it for some reason, so I don't know. But anyway, we're descending into Virginia Beach. And you know, I didn't check the winds. Let me check the winds real fast. It's something I need to do here. Let me go in here. Let's see here. Alright, we are going to Koxb. Koxb. Excuse me. There we are, Ocean City Municipal Airport. That's where we're going. Okay. Maryland. I'm sorry, I said it was Virginia, Maryland. Let's take that back also. Let's see what the winds are. Let's see. It's got a warning in red. It says 11-20532Z. I don't know what that means, but anyway, it's showing 300 at 1. And so we need runway 30. And what runways do they have here? You got 20. You got runway 32. Let's write that down because I had runway 2 written down because the winds that day were variable for that. So we're going to write runway 32. And there we go. And we'll definitely not need an ILS because it is so pretty out here today. Crystal clear. Looks really good. Coming up on 1,000 now. Let's see how much of that distance it took away from us. Oh yeah, 47 miles. 60. Big jump there. Okay, we're going to keep the throttle back in here. And I tell you what, the TBM is a pretty aircraft. It really is. Hold on, guys. Bless me, bless me, bless me. I'm sorry. I think it's the pollen. I got the front door open here. So. Anyway, the TBM, just look at it. It's just a pretty aircraft. It really is. 930. Yes, sir. Looks really, really good. And I am definitely going to check on some more joystick settings because of, I like to pan around the aircraft on the hat, which is doing, but it's doing like in the aircraft, like doing this right here. It's doing that, which I like it inside, which is okay, but I wish it would just like double click when I wanted to go back. But anyway, it used to do that at one time, but I don't know. There's got to be a certain way to set it up, I guess. Okay, currently 40 out, and I think we're going to stay right here right now. So But I do now have to hold I have to hold one of the buttons down on the joystick to get reverse thrust. And I don't know why, but it does that. And I don't know. It's just one of those things. Must be coming down to our altitude now. Oh, that's right. We didn't go down. I heard the altitude bug go off. Yeah, that pollen's already kicking in, guys. Be ready for a bad pollen season here already. That's how bad it is. Because it's already affected my nose. I got my sinus medicine in there. When it starts kicking in, it starts kicking in. Now, when you go reverse thrust on this thing, this goes down and goes all the way down here for reverse thrust. Now, for some reason, this over here, this is, I don't know, it's the feather area. I don't know how to control that. I don't know. Let's see what this is here. Man, I don't know what that is either. That's your trim left and right. And flaps, and you got high up. You got high idle. You got low idle, which I don't know. I guess when you switch it over here, I guess that does it. When you want to feather the props. But yeah, definitely. Okay, 30 miles out. We're going to go down a little bit. We're crossing a big embankment here on the coastline here. Big old inlet. Next will be the descent into the airport. So we'll be going down to, let's see. We're down to 7,000. Pull the throttles back. When you pull the throttles all the way back, the landing gear will go off. But it keeps saying landing gear, landing gear. So I guess this is the actual speed over the ground we're doing here. 284, we're doing 204. I guess in the air. So this is over the ground, and that should be in the air. So might be wrong, might be right. And we are going to be looking for runway 32 on the approach into Maryland here. And coming up to 7,000 right now. And guys, getting the autopilot to fly, to activate on the ramp, and you do it just like a cold start. I don't understand why it doesn't want to work then. It just doesn't. But the yaw dampener works, and the FD works, the nav button works, the heading button works, everything works except the autopilot. And that's something that's kind of confusing me. If there's something that I might be doing wrong, somebody might know about it, please let me know. I don't understand why it's doing that, but it is. So Anyway, so 3-2 is going to be a cutout to the left here, and it's going to be a water approach. So that's exactly what we'll be doing here. On 17 miles out now. I think we need to get it down a little bit more now. Let's get it on down. We're going down to 3,000. And I think we're going to swing it out a little bit on the approach to get it off of the runway a little bit. So we'll set our heading bug here, which is going to be coming over about right here. And we're going to activate that now. We did have a headwind from the left off the coast coming into the ground area, and we were flying kind of cockeyed. So man, my nose, boy, I tell you what, that pollen, it's gonna be a rough one this year, boy. I tell you already. Get our altimeter. Cut it out a little bit more. Right there ought to do it. All right, coming up on our altitude. Let's see if we can take a look from the cockpit and see if we can find our target here. Might be better outside. Let me do that. We are coming up to it. 100 miles out of this all right, just open that door, man. Alright guys, we're just about to come up on it here a little bit. You know, I was going to tell y'all, like I said, I think I told y'all that I don't know how much longer I'm going to have this editing equipment, and I hope they give it to me for a while, and definitely want to work on that. See if I can find another editing price, because that's just too much. You know, they monitor these videos. All these people do. We've got people that work for Microsoft that make the software. You know, they might make an offer to me, but I doubt they will. Anyway. Alright, we're starting to get the stall areas. Let's pick it up, because we are down at 3,000. looking for an airport. And it's kind of hard to see out here. So we're going to take control of the aircraft now. We're going to take control of it. We're going to shut everything down. Let's get the FD off. And I think when I hit the autopilot, the YD will come off. We'll go check that out. No. Okay. Now we got control of the aircraft. We're going to come into the coast a little bit. Man, the water looks a little choppy out here today, don't it? They said they had some damn winds kicking down there in Bradley, so I guess it's up and down the coast, I guess. So, look at that map. I don't know why I put it down. Back over this way a little bit. Alright. What's our altitude? We're about 1,000 and something. Wow. Gotta watch that, boy. Not too close to the water. But that is a pretty color on the TBM. I do have a red and blue, and it's really pretty. It's a really pretty color. I think that's a really nice one there. So we'll definitely probably fly that sometime. Okay. Airport here. I think it's going to be over this way. Might have to overfly this bad boy. Be off the nose right here. I have one thing to fly. Gotta slow her down a little bit. Oh, I got it in sight. I believe that's it right there. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Yeah, we got it. Alright, gear coming down. Looking good. It's like a nice little airport. It's bouncing us around here. Definitely some winds. Well, they must have just did this runway. It looks good. Come on down, buddy. Come on down. Whoops. Let's try to recover on that one. Yep, we got it. Go full reverse. Alright. And we're going to exit the runway here. All right, guys, I don't know about you, but I really enjoy flying the TBM. It's a nice aircraft. It really is, even though I did crash it. And I don't know. It's just a good aircraft all around. It really is. I love to see Steve-O on YouTube fly it. It's just, you learn a lot, and definitely learn a lot from watching people fly the aircraft. There's so much to learn about it. And I know the big thing about it, it definitely gets a hot start if you don't know what you're doing. So starting it out on the runway, it probably helped me out a lot. So probably will help me out. So anyway, let's see if these guys are going to bring me in here. Yeah, he's set for me. Slow it down a little bit here. Trying to get right. And he says stop. All right. All right, guys. Well, welcome to Maryland, which they call Virginia. I think it's Virginia Beach, Virginia. I don't know. I could be wrong on that, but I'm not sure. And I don't know. So anyway, kind of a crappy park, but we'll take it. As I always say, close enough for government work. I'll shut her down. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the flight. Let's open our door and make it official here. Let's see here. We're going to do that this time. Get back in the airplane. I'm going to unlock the door, right? Let's see. Yeah. Door's unlocked. There we go. I couldn't figure out how to shut that thing, but I know now, so should be no problem there. But we are here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Catch another one out of this airport to another destination on our next video, which should be tomorrow. And I hope you enjoyed this one. But until then, I will catch you on the next one. Adios.